Welcome back. This is the second time around for World Super Touring action. Race 1, Catalonia, the shortened version of the F1 circuit, still using the chicane. This is Adrian Michael Rees. Alongside me, Christian Shepherd. Hello again, sir.
Hello again.
We have Gordon Butcher on pole. Good improvement from his time in Brazil, alongside Jason Thompson, also doing well at Brazil. Let's see what we got this time around. Let's see what happens when the lights go out. And we are away. Thompson looking like he had a poor start, but of course the rear-wheel drive action of the Toyota has pretty much nailed on the whole shot, but there's Thompson on the inside already.
Certainly looking to make up for his disappointment at Sao Paulo Interlagos.
And your defending champion Nico Wirtz already there in third, but hello, here's Sabine Whitman. Alpha making a big improvement since Interlagos themselves. Their own wake-up call. BMW somewhere still around the back, but a little bit closer, but they're all swarming into the hairpin braking area, the tightest hairpin on the track. Whitman trying to make up to or maintain fourth place, as we saw there. There's Gasho, another high roller. Interlagos doing well. Fisichella also doing a little bit better, and then we've got Nielsen. These guys have stayed the same in qualifying in terms of their form. Here's that chicane. The suspensions can cope with these chicane, these little sleeping policemen there. And we slight glimpse of a BMW in a higher position than it was at Interlagos, doing some business. There's Swinnerton as well, so a little bit more of a midfield presence for the guys that were struggling at the back in Brazil as we complete the first lap.
Seem to favour the rear drives at the moment. The forward drives just seem to be just understeering a little bit going throughout the corners, especially the fast chicane there seen by the forward.
Yeah, it's going to be very acceleration heavy despite the two long straights, so you've got a decent amount of times where the car's going to be going in an acceleration, and of course the Alpha being the rear wheel drive car, the Toyota also doing well. The rookie Kazuki Ide, having done the business in the previous race and won from pole, nowhere to be seen at the moment, but his teammate Gordon Butcher is taking on the chicane and still leading at the start of lap 3. Thompson's front wheel drive and the Scirocco still trying to do well there, but Fitman giving Alpha a get some good news back to Italy, unlike Brazil. So after the first lap, it is as you were. Most of these teams are a little bit more spread out. Sometimes, like the Volkswagens and the Renaults, for example, were kind of 2x2 closer up at the front. Different circuit, different characteristics, different motivation since round 1. And as you can see on the onboard from Sabine Wittmann, very promising so far. Head honchos at back at base will obviously want to see something much better.
I think we said for the BMWs, all four of the BMWs struggling in Sao Paulo. Seen a couple of them towards the top 10. Weber no longer occupying the rear of the field.
And when Thompson was a little bit further back from Butcher on a previous lap, something interesting has occurred for Butcher to almost squander that lead as we head into turn 1's hairpin again, taking that noticeable shortcut from how the F1 guys go around there. And a fairly decent crowd for some touring car action around here too. They're here for Palou. There he is, 12th. Webber, and is being sandwiched by those two BMWs. So this has been a better weekend for them. Obviously could be even better. We'll see what happens when those liveries appear at the next venue in the season.
This stage of the race, they're looking for it's a top 10 reverse grid. So currently at the moment, ED might be quite happy to sit in 10th for the time being. Webber would also, I'm sure, would be likely to chase down 10th place to get that pole for the next race.
Yeah, especially after a good session in the DHL car last season. The reason why the DHL car has the 11 on it. Very good performance last season. Got the attention for the main team. But this is going to be still much of a downer for Webber as we focus on Wickens now to win reasonably well. He was kind of in this position race 1 at Interlagos as well.
Looks to be the first of the Fords as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you are right, because Palou's there, rookie badge and all, in 9th. Right behind him. Actually, no, that's yellow. Palou is going to be with 4 places back. There he is. And then you've got Camish in the other Ford.
Camish still not enjoying currently this, at the very least, a setup possibly. Was in that position around Interlagos for both the first and second race. E-Date,
There's
just a little pushy.
That's impressive. Yep.
It's a very pushy, so E-Date gets himself to 9th.
And Webber as well.
And Webber seizes his opportunity as well.
He's got to. The pressure's on at BMW to do well. They are in some fair to middling points paying positions, and there's a yellow with the top speed. Gone. Turn 1, back into 10th place there. And we've got E-Day doing the business. He's on form. He's just trying to overtake. He was overtaking Webber earlier. He certainly did. That was. What a move from the rookie. What a move. The win in Interlagos wasn't a flash in the pan from the man from Japan. Down the back straight. Making a bit of a gap to Nielsen by the looks of it, but the top speed of that Honda, is it going to do that? Nope. He has resigned that position to E-Day. What a fantastic getaway. I've forgotten what position he was at the start.
Lower down the grid, definitely outside the top 10. Aiello still just ahead of Webber. I think the other BMW's gone past the Ford of Palou.
And there's the two BMWs. We've finally seen them in tandem. BMW would love that tandem to be further up, of course.
Both got a cracking exit out of that chicane. I wonder if they can make use of that behind Aiello using the slipstream.
And McGann with the top speed, as we saw earlier, might just drag it away from the BMWs. Nielsen into turn 1, E-Day already, the gap over 1 lap, as you just saw it, exponential on top of Nielsen's position there. E-Day is flying. So it has broken off into patterns. The lead, almost prototypical of a Catalonia motor race, hasn't really changed that much, but Wittmann still in 4th.
Just to make a mention, it's almost like the Toyotas almost seemingly save their tyres at certain points and then use it again, because what just opened up the lead again to Thompson to what it was that after lap 2 and 3.
We're getting close to halfway, and of course there was a little bit of tyre management in race 2. We'll see that in race 1 here at the Circuit de Catalunya as they exit the final turn. the exit of New Holland. The long straight. We see a slight, yeah, there was a slight blurred vision of Swinney trying to make a move there. Michael Swinnerton in the Mazda. I think he's got ahead of Dumas there, but there's Palou down the inside. Palou, hello, Palou.
Elbows out.
Yeah.
Oh, well, unfortunately, outbraked himself, but he's still fighting.
That's rear-wheel drive as well, you know, and I'm surprised he's so far back, given the rest. I mean, there's a BMW rear-wheel drive right there, the Duma customer car. Privately entered Mazda.
He's got a bit between his teeth, though, chasing down Palou.
Now, what's interesting is I'm looking at the map there, and it looks like the Butcher Crocodile is in full effect. There's Webber trying to get around the ALO, battling for 10th still. Butcher, Thompson and Wirtz is still your top three as we head past halfway now. Webber,
That's a very interesting place to overtake.
Especially as Webber decided, you know what, I'll go down the inside of the sleeper policeman, see if that helps. The stewards are going to be like, maybe not. We'll have a look at that ourselves. We'll get back to you. And
again with Aiello with that top speed of that Renault, he's already alongside the BMW.
Braking area.
Swin.
Yeah, I think he's kept it sensible there because of the swarm that was in front of him.
Webber is absolutely on banging doors with him, and I think he's got past now.
That's Schneider down the inside of Schneider. Swinnerton almost, nope.
Aiello might get freight trained here since Webber's gotten past. Is that blow through?
Swinney wait. Oh, hello. There's Duma giving Swinnerton. That wasn't much of a love tap as a sort of unrequited get out of the way.
Yeah. A gentle reminder that he's still there. So Aiello, unfortunately, is now dropped all the way down to 13th. He was happily occupying 10th at one point.
Yeah, bringing more gravel on his Swinnerton on the exit of La Camp Banks Abadell hairpin. New Holland again around the outside of Aiello. Is he going to do it? He's going to. That's a lot of trust on the outside of New Holland for Swinnerton into 13th.
We'll see if Aiello has that straight line speed on this Mazda. Coming into turn one, it does look that way.
And there's a Ford behind Duma. There's Biffle's 3M entered Focus, unlike the factory team that Palou was signed up for. He's fending off the BMWs again. There's Schneider. While that's happening, I'm still keeping tabs on the top three because they are still very close as they exit the new hairpin.
Nielsen and Wickens haven't been able to get away even though they were fighting in front. And Webber now is looking at a potential 8th place there.
We'll see the leaders as they exit this hairpin here. Top of, so Europe car, you're still seeing Butcher. So whilst it looks very close on the map, the gaps are still magic roundabouts, kind of. No one changing position, just going round in circles. But further back, we're looking at this because this seems to be more entertaining. Okay. Bit of on board with Virtues, Wittmann. Still haven't changed position. And then bit of a gap to whoever's in the mirrors. There's Gasho and Fisichella. ED is closed up on that gap though, to Fisichella. So having done the business from P10 upwards, this could be very interesting as we head into the last knock-ins of the race that ED from almost the back of the pack has managed to get into the more fruitful of the points win positions.
It's quite a bit of a gap now back to Wickens and Nielsen. Webber eyeing up. Webber just elbowing his way through.
They've got to do something, and obviously getting up ahead into 9th place position they'll want to look at that, obviously. But it's giving Schneider something to work with as well.
Very helpful manoeuvre for his teammate as well then. BMW's taking a much shallower line through the chicanes there.
I'm sure someone's going to have a word if they're going to be cutting the chicane to that degree. Regardless of how good the suspension can be over those sleeping policemen, they'll want to stay on the inside track there. You know, there are white lines there for a reason.
Just point out, Aiello's dropped down to 15th now. He was 10th a couple of laps ago. It really has been pushed all the way down the grid. The last points playing position, E-Day with the fastest lap.
He has been flying. And I wonder if that fastest lap is going to come with another position gained.
It's just pulling away from Nielsen, but for some reason Wickens has got has found a bit of pace as well.
Max Abadel. Nielsen fending off Webber. Sorry, Schneider. Swinnerton, here he is. Into Europe car for the RACC chicane. Down the inside of Schneider. Is he gonna...
Oh, that's a naughty corner from Schneider.
What?
Oh, that is very naughty.
If you're going to hit me, I'm going to cut that chicane. I think that's fair exchange, you think? But there's Swinnerton paying attention to that. Yep, certainly did. Certainly did. 11th now for Swinnerton. Nielsen 10th. Schneider. There'll be words later. They're not necessarily next to each other in the garage, but there's going to be some rigorous defence going on from Thermal Mechanics, perhaps.
I don't think either will be buying each of the beers at the end of that after those collisions, honestly.
Bit more action at the Lancashire hairpin. Gashaw down the inside of Eday's got 7th. Eday's got 6th. That's where the fastest lap gets you. And Gashaw's tyres, you can see the slidey through Banks Abadel. He's not going to be able to retain that. Eday's tyres are doing very well. Fisichella has now got up to 5th as well, so that's Gashaw losing 2 places. Alpha 4th and 5th. No change in the top 3, but there's been interest in other positions. Of course, Eday now going to be getting on an interesting points haul. Here's your 10 points for 6th, but Fisichella's on 11 points for 5th. And of course, with 2 points for the fastest lap, Fisichella's not going to like he's going to be getting less points for this race than the guy behind him. Get your work done. Fingers out, Fisichella. And here comes Eday. Oh, we've gone to Wickens, but we've got one long straight to go before Lancashire hairpin for Eday to pounce on Fisichella. No, it's not happening here, but the acceleration through this complex could pay dividends for Eday. Wirtz and Whitman having a bit of a psych out before they go into Europe car. And in fairness, those like when they are following each other, the chicane behaviour, the chicane commitment, or the chicane adherence, should we say, has been very fair. But when battles occur, and of course here's Fisichella down the inside of Wittmann, or on the outside of Wittmann rather. There we go, Fisichella's got 4th, but here's he's got the inside of Wirtz as well. Bit of a tap. Was there a bit of a tap? I mean, Wirtz is going to be in, position like this, he's going to be still leading the championship, given that the podium points do provide a bit more. Because he's one race.
On the outside.
Oh, he's going to lose 4th as well by the looks of it. He could lose 5th as well because Eday's there, Wittmann's there. Lancashire hairpin, here we can. Brace yourself for impact.
That's just showing him the side there.
That was very clean considering we are a touring car championship. And these competitors are trying their best not to hit each other, but you know, it just
Being on the
happens.
inside.
Yep.
Oh, he took a lot of curb there. That'll slow him down.
They're trying to be very fair with each other, and that might lead to. Oh, he's out around the outside of New Holland. Wow,
Whitman's
that
just
was amazing. He's on.
Whitman.
Yeah.
Fisichella up to third. Whitman down from potentially third all the way to sixth now.
Yeah. It's been despite appearances in Interlagos, this has been a very good day for Alpha. Hopefully a better one soon with only a lap and a half to go in this one. A massive gap from Wittmann to Wickens. Not much of a crocodile compared to Interlagos. Obviously, he seemed very, very well balanced. I don't know what that caption was in the top right. We'll leave that go for the time being, as we head into the complex. Would that it were the mayhem as I see the rallycross layout there of these cars. It doesn't bear thinking about.
Do you want to point out that you did the opposite of the commentator's curse when you asked Fisichella to get his fingers out as he's now climbed all the way to third?
The commentator's blessing.
There we go.
They will be done. Ede's fallen back, so there's. Oh, he hasn't. He's still in fifth. It's Friday.
It's just been held up by Bert at the moment. It is indeed Friday, you are correct.
Last lap, here we go. I think Butcher's done very well. I mean, you can see Butcher there. Thompson and Fisichella are now. Is Thompson
all over the Honda?
Thompson's tyres starting to crumble by the looks of it, and Fisichella's managed to keep them very decent. Ede up to fourth on the inside of the hairpin, but at Wirth he's got it. He's got up to fourth.
Yeah, Fisichella's up to second.
Fisichella is definitely up to second. Oh, hang on, Wirtz. Oh, he could have had that around the outside, maybe. Maybe the tyres have decided to bail on him in this, the very last lap. Complex, one last time. Whilst it hasn't been enthralling entertainment at the top of the field, it's definitely brought some attention to the guys further back, third down, and then a massive gap to Wickens in seventh. But Butcher, what's gonna happen? Has he decided to? Fisichella's not saying no for an answer yet. Yeah, the gap is there. I think Butcher's got this one unless something really silly happens on the exit of New Holland for the last time. There's the checkered flag. Butcher lights the flag. He'd be very pleased with that one. Fisichella also very pleased with that one. Ede not on the podium, but what a drive from the rookie, having won at Interlagos last time out. Wickens, Gasho, Weber. It's good, but it's still not good enough for BMW as their privateer car comes across line in 11th, Swinney 12th, good improvement, Schneider 13th, as the rest of them come across the line to complete another, I wouldn't say it was as good as race one in Interlagos, but we got there in the end, as we focus on Swinnerton cooling down. This has been round three, race one of round two in the bag. Butcher with the point for 30 points. Ede getting his well-deserved 14. 12 points for fourth on the fastest lap. And we end it there. We'll see you for race two. On behalf of Christian Shepherd, this has been Adrian Michael Rees. Good racing, everyone.